the Canadians transferring to New Mexico State for their senior season. And we are underway. That is controlled by Bettiol and Abilene Christian. Madden. Off to the right side, here's Rich Smith. Good ball movement, Williams up top. Out to the right side for three, that's off the front of the rim, no good for Madden. And it's out of bounds. That ball rebound to the Wildcats.
And Madden is by far their best three-point shooter, Dookie, at 36%, 37% essentially.
Well, they got him the open look in the early going. Inside, Williams trying to make a turn. Aggies great man-to-man pressure. Good ball movement to get it up top to Hubbard. Off to the right side, Bettiol ready to go to work on Chimanga. Nice skyhook.
When Bettiol, he's outsized by 3 or 4 inches, but he didn't seem to know that time.
Filipovic, the Hungarian. Out up top, Zadi Jackson gets a pick. To the baseline, the kick out. A little steam off of that pass, but Filipovic makes the most of it. Gets his own miss as he lost it. Nice layup underneath. That guy gets to the bucket.
Yeah, he's pretty crafty that way. He took his time, did the Euro step, and then got the ball back when it got deflected.
Abilene Christian, as Coach Bradford said, 5-3 coming in. The drive, Williams the kick out right side from Madden. No good from 3, and Chimanga the easy rebound.
Well, that might be a good sign if Hunter Jack Madden struggles from the three-point line. That'll help the Aggies quite a bit.
I would imagine one of the things that might help New Mexico State as Filipovic drives, draws the contact, is the friendly confines. Aggies shooting went ice cold in Tempe, Arizona at the tournament.
Yeah, they did not shoot the ball well. They're much better at home. 12-3 last year at home.
The foul is on Hubbard. First of the night for either side. And Filipovic has 2. He's been solid from the free throw line this year.
He had a terrific year last year at the University of Maine. And I know that Jason Hooten's expecting big things from him, but he was hurt early, and I think he's just now coming on.
It's them both. Aggies take an early lead. Good man-to-man pressure. Here's Smith. To the right side, Hubbard. Madden, and a foul off the ball.
Well, this is exactly what we don't want if you're Jason Hooten. I mean, it wasn't like Chimanga was saving a basket there.
And he is getting an earful from his head coach. He is Emmanuel Chimanga. Nice dive down low on the baseline, making the most of that. Hubbard, Aggies do a good job of collapsing on top and come away with the ball. Left side for 3, Zadi Jackson, no good. It's Sky for the rebound. Williams, nice drive off the glass. No need for the follow through. Rich Smith scores it.
And he's a Division II transfer from St. Thomas Aquinas. He's long and quick. Good size for a point guard. He's a little bit lean, but he's very quick.
Zadi Jackson. Nice dive down low, trying to control it for New Mexico State. Jayden Harris. Filipovic comes away with a rebound. Good drive. Kick out to Harris. Filipovic drives the baseline off the glass. That's a blocking foul, but it's on the floor. So the Aggies will have the throw in.
But you're right, Duke. He's got a great nose for the basket. He's like a hungry dog going after a pork chop here. Look at him. And he maybe could have dumped it to Chimanga, but Chimanga struggles from the foul line. It was probably the right thing to do.
It'll be an Aggies throw in. Whatever success New Mexico State did have in Tempe and early going, Peter Filipovic has been a big part of that. Bostic. Jackson. Finds a way to get to the baseline. The kick out around the horn. Harris from the corner. No good. That's going to be a jump ball. As Bostic and Smith fight for it, Aggies will keep on alternate possession.
Pretty good ball movement from the Aggies there.
Find the open shot. Brett Tanner, 20 wins plus in his very first season at Abilene Christian, taking over for Joe Golding, who of course plies his trade down the road in El Paso these days.
It was the dramatic win against Texas in the NCAA tournament that sort of caused everyone to shuffle coaching staffs there. One of the great wins in Abilene Christian history. And Brett Tanner's known as a defensive wizard, a real defensive maven.
Well, he's the one who shut down the Longhorns, and
of course Joe Golding is too.
He's not bad, is he?
No.
DeGrew is checked into the game. A little stutter step here for Williams, who drives in. Short jumper's good.
And he was 7 or 8 points a game at Oklahoma State last year. He's got a real solid background.
Played a lot of minutes for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Filipovich walked with the ball. Picked up that pivot foot.
Thought that was the correct call.
Trying to make the moves. But you can tell in the early going, as there we see Williams hit. Filipovich has been a key to how the Aggies offense gets where it needs to be. Vincent, who's checked into the game, Betiol will hand off to Williams, sets a pick, thinks the better of shooting it, drives on Harris. All the way down, the kick out. Way out up top for DeGrew. DeGrew gives up the dribble. Betiol, the Italian, for three. No good. Rebound underneath the bucket. And Williams' big offensive board as it was in and out of the hands of Filipovich.
Yeah, and the big Italian Betiol is not a great three-point shooter, and the Aggies should have got that one back.
Aggies 2 minutes and plus 2.5 minutes scoring drought. Here's Zoddy Jackson. That won't change. Out of bounds, though, off Van Zandt, and the Aggies will have a throw-in. Timeout on the court. ACU on top of New Mexico State here in Las Cruces, doubling the Aggies up in the early going. Filipovich, some good things for the Aggies, but a little more offense needed for the home side. But a throw-in coming. Zoddy Jackson. Robert Carpenter's checked into the game for New Mexico State. Manuel Chimanga, here's Carpenter for three off the back of the rim. Rebound won by Dontrez Williams. DeGrew, the New Orleans native, drives, gets by his man but loses the ball. Chimanga gets a piece. Carpenter down on the floor gets that. It'll be a jump ball back to Abilene Christian. Sharon Font checking in. Nate Chimanga for his brother. Hornecker in for Abilene Christian. Williams. Hornecker head fakes the three. I don't think anybody was fooled there. Good drive. That's partially deflected. Nate Chimanga gets a piece. A battle for the ball, though. That's picked up by Madden. But the shot clock is over. Madden gets off a shot, but not in time.
Well, Nate Chimanga played that really smart, Duke, as you pointed out. He knew to get off a Hornecker and go help down below, and got a piece of that. I'm very impressed, by the way, with Carl Sharonfont. He's going to be a terrific defender, I think, for the Aggies over the years.
Abilene Christian scoring drought now over 3.5 minutes long. Here's Chimanga, keeps a hold of that. Sharonfont just inside the arc. Around the horn. There's Sharonfont, puts up an air ball. And good job, though, by Carpenter to flip that off of Abilene Christian's Braden Hubbard. It'll be a throw-in for the Aggies.
Well, Deontay Bostic had the right idea there. He had Sharonfont open, but threw it to his knees, and it makes it tough to shoot the ones that come to your knees.
Especially if you're 6'8+. Good job to get that one in, and Nate Chimanga with 2 hands.
Yeah, he's very active, Duke. He can really move. It's funny how different the brothers are in terms of style.
Good steal here. Bostic drives and misses the layup. Trying to get a hold of that. It'll be Bostic to clean up his own miss. Carpenter got a fingertip to it. In traffic. Can't get it to fall, but he will get to the line for a pair.
But that was great hustle by Hunter Jack Madden. As we see the inbounds play to Nate Chimanga. But great hustle by Hunter Jack Madden to get back and sort of deflect that, take away the easy layup.
Pair for Deontay Bostic. Bostic so far, 12 of 20 from the line. It's still very early days. And misses the first. Aggies haven't necessarily lit things up from the free throw line.
No, they've struggled from the foul line as well.
Here we see Brett Tanner in his 4th season. Second effort also no good. Horniker skies for the board. Rich Smith takes his time. Out up top, Hubbard, Smith. Hunter Jack Madden fills it up from beyond the arc. Big 3, and Abilene Christian takes a 5-point lead.
Well, we feared that Hunter Jack Madden would miss too many of those. And boy, he's a terrific shooter.
Good work, Chimanga just drives the lane, but can't get it to fall. The lay-in does not roll in. Some cellophane on the Aggies hoop right now. That's going to be a foul. And it's on Bostic, which is his first. They moved the ball around, and Hunter Jack Madden is not going to miss them all, is he?
Boy, he's got a beautiful shot, doesn't he?
Indeed he does. Sydney, Australia's own. 5 of 10 from the field. Abilene Christian shooting even 50%. The Aggies also even, but not quite as good. 20%, 2 of 10. The drive here. Williams the pull up off the front of the rim. Good rebound, Carpenter. Aggies have done a great job in the glass, as you pointed out. Christian Cook has checked into the game. Carpenter, solid defense. Abilene Christian, great man-to-man pressure. Carpenter takes it himself, can't get it to fall off the back of the rim.
Boy, this is a ferocious defensive team, Abilene Christian, isn't it?
All sorts of great pressure. From the corner for 3, no good for Williams. Rebound fought 4 and 1 on the other side. Sharon Font to Cook. Here's Nate Chimanga to the corner for 3. Carpenter, he's open, but it's an air ball. Mercy.
Yeah, he's a good shooter, Duke, but he's streaky. There were games last year where he'd make 3 or 4 in a row to win the game for the Aggies, but he's got to get untracked first.
Out up top, Van Zandt. Smith. Nice bounce pass in low. Bettiol ready to go to work, and a good pick by Pickens. Go out of bounds for Abilene Christian. New Mexico State just 1 of their last 11 attempts from the field. Aggies will continue to run in players. It's one of the things about New Mexico State is the depth. You can have all the depth in the world if you're not making buckets. It doesn't matter. A little discussion here. Jason Hooten talking it over with the officials. Coach Hooten looking for offensive answers as well. 17% from the field. Good tip by Sharon Font. Great hustle. Chris Cook comes down with it, but he's on the line.
Sharon Font is an active defender.
It is Abilene Christian on top of New Mexico State, 11-6. Abilene Christian showing it all tonight. here in Las Cruces. That said, it is still early, and the Aggies only trail by 5 with 11:56 remaining in the first half. Abilene Christian, Queon Williams, turnaround jumper at the expiration of the shot clock. Second shot clock violation. Aggies have done a decent job defensively. It's just the offense that has got to wake up.
That's right. I mean, Jason Hooten can't go out and shoot the ball for them, but he can get them to play defense, obviously.
That they've done decently well. Into the game for New Mexico State. Aggies lose a handle on the ball. Namoko was there. Abilene Christian will take over, and once again, Rich Smith runs the point for the Wildcats. Namoko way out up top, guarding a guard. Solid defense again. Pull-up jumper with 8 on the shot clock, and filling it up from outside, Queon Williams.
Yeah, the Oklahoma State transfer, he's a serious player.
Turnover battle being won by the Aggies right now in the early going. Abilene Christian with 4 to New Mexico State's 2. But again, it's the offense for New Mexico State. Here's Cook, whips it to the corner. Carpenter for 3 with a hand in his face off the front of the rim. Sharon Font over the top of him. Williams puts it out of bounds for New Mexico State.
That's a tough shot for Robert Carpenter, as we see Keon Williams shoot it in. But Carpenter had to look down at his feet to make sure he was in bounds, and it's hard to get into your rhythm when you're looking at your feet.
A 12-2 run over the last 7 minutes and 4 seconds for Abilene Christian. Cook, pull-up jumper, no good. The struggles continue. Carpenter gets down on the floor to get that. It's going to be a jump ball.
But Duke, I want to say something about that last play. That was the play. That was the exact play, except on the other side of the court, that Jason Hooten ran for Christian Cook, and I think it's against Bowling Green, where the shot got blocked. But I think it's a vote of confidence from Jason Hooten to run that exact same play for him this early in the game to show him we still think you can shoot the ball.
I was with the Aggies in Tempe. That's a foul. A little hand check. The foul is on Rich Smith. It's his second personal. The Aggies will have the throw in. And that was a good look for Christian Cook versus Bowling Green, but great closeout by the Bowling Green player to block it.
Well, that's right. It was 3-2-1, and there probably wasn't time for the head fake.
Right. It was pretty quick. Aggies a couple of good looks late, just could not get it to fall. Here's Zonnie Jackson. Namoko, that's lost off of Bettiol, who got his hands in. Big man on big man, out up top.
Yeah, Leonardo Bettiol he's a good player. He's their leading scorer coming into the game.
You want to take a crack at his high school?
I won't, but he's from Treviso, Italy. I can say that.
There we go. Good work here, Zonnie Jackson, just looking for something open and makes it count. Aggies' first bucket in I think over 8 minutes. Zonnie Jackson, I think Coach Hooten was looking for somebody to just take control. Jackson was that man on that play. It's out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Nice balance by Zonnie Jackson to get that one off.
Stone Mountain, Georgia's own. Here's Williams. DeGrew. Vincent. Rivera. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line off the front of the rim. Filipovic is back into the game with the rebound. Jackson. Looking for something open. Has to go back to Cook. Cook gets a pick and drives high off the glass. That is a foul drawn, but solid job defensively by Williams to make him think twice.
Yeah, came down to the last second there. And I think Cook did get fouled. Yeah, he hit him out of the air.
That is his first and the 5th team foul on the Wildcats, and Christian Cook at the line for a pair. Cook misses his first.
Substitution for New Mexico State, Deontay Bostic. In for number 5, Carl.
It was just his 6th free throw of the season.
Yeah, he hasn't, last year, boy, when he got untracked, he was as good a three-point shooter as there was west of the Mississippi. He hasn't quite got untracked this year.
Second effort is good. That'll trim the Abilene Christian lead to 5. Abilene Christian has yet to get to the free throw line. Aggies 3 of 7. The lob inside. Good work by Bettiol, big man. Can't make it go. Offensive rebound to Williams to kick out. And that is a foul on the floor. Under Jack Madden. A reach. Cook with his first free throw. Or foul, rather. On the inbounds, get it to Madden. Cook on him stride for stride, and that's going to be a reach on Namoka. Pretty soft, but call is made, and another throw in for Abilene Christian.
But that's what we talked about before the game. One of the keys is they can't, that wasn't anywhere close to being a basket. He didn't save a basket there. And Edward Namoka, who works so hard and keeps getting better, he's going to have to learn to do that without fouling.
That has been a real issue for New Mexico State. Abilene Christian scoring drought now over 2 minutes. Good twist here by Queon Williams. Walked with the ball. Another needless turnover for Abilene Christian. That's a stat that's favored New Mexico State tonight.
Yeah, they were little steps, but
they were steps. Baby steps count too.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Off the pick set by Namoko. No room for Zani Jackson, out to Filipovic. I think Abilene Christian has gotten the memo on Peter Filipovic, who still finds a way to get down low and draws the contact. Goodness gracious, the Hungarian.
Well, he's slippery and smart in there, and he takes his time a little bit. Watch him just hesitate for a second and then go right between those guys.
Madden's going to be called for the foul. It's his first and the 6th team foul. And Filipovic at the line for a pair. Aggies trying to dig their way back into this one.
Well, as poorly as they've shot, to be only down 4, and it's a testament to their own defense.
A couple of coaches known for their defense in Jason Hooten and Brett Tanner. And Filipovic gets the Aggies within 3. DeGrew. Nice fake to get into the lane. Fall-away jumper is good. He'll be at the line for another.
Boy, the New Orleans native, he's just as quick as Rich Smith. They're interesting. They can alternate either of them. They're very quick off the dribble, long and lean.
Foul is on Jackson, his first. DeGrew at the line for one more. What a move. The New Orleans native. Transfer from LSU Eunice.
Cajun country.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's the heart of Cajun country.
I have never heard of LSU Eunice before I read his transfer school. 3-point play. DeGrew makes it count. Wildcats back up by 6. Here's Jackson. Season opening. Madden does well to close that down. Jackson amongst the trees. Whips it out to Cook. Had a good open look, and they're going to foul him. Williams flashed out to kind of deny Cook the open shot. With the foul is DeGrew.
Yeah, DeGrew, pretty smart play there. He was a bit of a gamble. Christian Cook is taking a beating, though, today, isn't he?
Yeah, and that'll put New Mexico State in the bonus. So Chris Cook shoots 1 and 1.
And have you been to Abilene, Duke?
I have been. Yes, I have been to Abilene.
I like Abilene. It's a good little town.
It really is.
Yep.
Called a few hockey games in Abilene back in the day.
But one of my favorite barbecue place in Texas, Joe Allen's Pit Barbecue. Have you been to Joe Allen's?
Not been to Joe Allen's.
I'm not being paid to say that. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
It's great barbecue.
And unsolicited endorsement.
That's right.
Those are the best ones.
That's right. Maybe I'll get some free ribs when I go. But yeah, really good barbecue at Joe Allen's, and of course Hardin Simmons is there now. It's a good college town.
It really is for more than one college. Absolutely.
Yeah.
2 of 2. Chris Cook gets them both to go, and the Aggies back within 4. Continuing to stay close, whether it's from the free throw line. Defensively, Williams' little head fake. Filipovic made him think twice. Here's DeGrew. Pull-up jumper off the back of the rim. Good fight. And a great offensive putback from Williams.
Well, the Aggies are not dominating their own defensive board the way they have been in the past. That's 5 or 6 offensive rebounds now for Abilene Christian.
Zoddy Jackson whips it over to Carpenter. Open look for 3, and he fills it up.
And that's the quick release. When he's on balance, he's got that quick release. He's got and he's a quick jumper as well.
Robert Carpenter, transferred in from Mississippi Valley State. Man from the Motor City. Outside for 3 off the back of the rim for Hubbard. New Mexico State. Bostic lobs it down low. Nice work. Losing a handle on it. Robert Carpenter.
He waited just a little too long. He had 3 men around him and probably should have just gone up and tried for the foul there.
Abilene Christian 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. The Aggies got that one from Carpenter. It's their first of the night in 6 tries. Down on the baseline, Mashai Hill. Good spin move. Hubbard can't get it to fall. Aggies doing the job, cleaning the glass, and here's Filipovic to drive. Down low to Carpenter, and one.
And that might be the break the Aggies need.
An opportunity to tie here for Robert Carpenter. He'll be at the line for another with a timeout on the court, and the Aggies trailing by just 1. New Mexico State starting to figure things out offensively here in Las Cruces. 5 of 17 on the verge of 30%. Carpenter ties the game. Full court pressure. Smith, wild pass, but Smith will control. Out to the Australian, Hunter Jack Madden. Madden. Nice work to get loose, can't get the fall. Can't get it to go, and here's Chris Cook with a long rebound. Nice find, low to Filipovic.
Oh.
And what will they call that? Count the bucket. That's hanging on the rim. That's a goaltend regardless. The bucket goes through.
I don't know if I've ever seen that, Duke. I've been to a few basketball games, but I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Keon Williams with his second foul.
Beautiful pass by Christian Cook. And you know what? I think he did that so he wouldn't land on Filipovic and hurt him. It was actually a pretty good sportsmanship to do that and not just land on top of him and bash his head.
But if it hadn't gone, the bucket would have counted anyway.
Yeah.
Filipovic completes the three-point play, and the Aggies have their first lead.
And was that Keon Williams that did that, or who was it?
That was Williams.
Yeah.
Dontrez Williams checking in for Keon Williams. Previous lead, well, actually, that's their second lead of the night. That was 4-2 in the early going. A Filipovic bucket and 2 free throws. Here's Smith. Dontrez Williams. Van Zandt. That's a great diving play by Filipovic. It'll stay Abilene Christian's ball. Great defensive hustle by the Hungarian. Mainstay of the Maine Black Bears last season. That's a change of scenery, right?
Yeah.
Maine to Las Cruces.
I'll take the Las Cruces winter, thank you.
There we go, thank you. Bettiol, nice spin move on the baseline. At the sound of the horn. Great work to get it to the Italian big man.
And he's been mostly quiet tonight. Aggies need to make sure he doesn't get untracked.
That ends in a New Mexico State 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Nice high-low Carpenter, good find in the corner. Cook will take the baseline jumper. Can't get the roll. Lots of purple jerseys under the bucket.
What hurt so much about Brett Tanner's defense, and I think the rumors were correct.
Didn't get it to go, but here's Carpenter with a steal as Bettiol couldn't handle it. Nice transition work. Filipovic can't get it to fall. That'll be a jump ball. Back to the Wildcats.
And this is what we thought might happen as the year went on, Duke. The Aggies are going a little bit smaller with Carpenter and Filipovic. Together, they're not as big, but they're better scorers, maybe a little bit quicker and better scorers.
Yeah, they are the two tallest players on the court for New Mexico State. Aggies bench a little deeper than most teams, really. They've scored 11 to Abilene Christian's 5. The non-starters tonight. DeGrew. Back from Van Zandt. The handoff to Madden, a little weave out on the right side. DeGrew, good find down low. The kick around to the corner for 3. Williams, no. Filipovic is knocked out by Bettiol, and it will be Aggies ball.
Yeah, and Filipovic did all he could do to keep his body against the big Italian. Did a good job there.
Yaniel Rivera checking in, the Puerto Rican. Jackson. Double team. Got to find somebody open. That's Carpenter. Took a while to get there, but Carpenter, nice move on the baseline, just can't get it to fall. DeGrew to the corner. Rivera decides the better of trying anything there. DeGrew. High-low. Williams off glass. No. Well, Bettiol, big rebound. Can't get the bunny to get into the bucket.
Aggies got a break there.
And that's going to be a foul. Zoddy Jackson draws the contact. Keon Williams with his 3rd. Strike it. Dontrez Williams his 1st. It's the Aggies by just 1. But they have found their offense.
It seemed normal to me. When I talked to him before the game.
Okay. Here's Zoddy Jackson at the line for a pair. Improves the Aggies' lead. Jackson, the transfer from West Georgia, Stone Mountain, Georgia. He's a senior. He can be a real spark plug when he gets things started. In and out. And that's going to be a reach over the back of Bettiol.
But talking about the fouls and fouling needlessly against Bowling Green, Duke. The Aggies had 7 more field goals for the game. That usually wraps it up for you. You're done. You've won the game if you outscore. But Bowling Green shot something like made 25 free throws, something like that.
Well, it was Carpenter's foul that basically gave Bowling Green the 2 winning buckets from the stripe.
Now here's something we don't see too much. It's Aggies in a zone.
Bettiol draws the contact from Carpenter. And for Carpenter, that is a couple of quick fouls for him on the offensive and defensive side of the court. Abilene, one of their last 7. Interesting, New Mexico State shooting 10 of 14 from the line. This is Abilene Christian's 2nd free throw. Bettiol, as you would expect most Europeans, pretty good from the stripe, aren't they?
Well, I don't want to make a blanket statement like that, Duke. No, that's right.
They're very good shooters.
Well, yeah,
generally.
Big European players changed the game. Guys like Nowitzki, the big guys that were skilled and could shoot 3-pointers. So yes, there's a long tradition of that. I was teasing.
Dirk Nowitzki. Bit of a trend, wasn't he? Trendsetter. Carpenter on the wing, trying to make something happen. Good kick around to Cook. Open for 3. He fills it up.
Boy, if Cook can get on track tonight, it'll really help. If you had a son and your son said to you, dude, how should I shoot the ball? I'd say watch Christian Cook. He's got a beautiful rotation, nice and relaxed. The Aggies again in the 2-3 zone here.
Around it'll come. Rivera for three. Off the back of the rim. Good rebound. Bostic. Make sure he doesn't walk with the ball on his backside, which can happen. Pulls around to Carpenter. Tries another pass. They picked that one off. Great hands there by Abilene Christian's Yaniel Rivera.
Yeah, that's not Carpenter, just getting a little bit outside of his comfort zone there.
Trying to force the issue. Here's DeGrew. Little mishandle. That's going to be a reach, I think, on Zoddy Jackson. Joseph Vincent. There's Jackson's second foul.
And you know, the Aggie defense has been pretty good, so it's interesting that Jason Hooten went into a zone. I don't think it's because the man-to-man's not working. I think he's just trying to throw a wrench in the lawnmower of Abilene Christian here.
Switch things up. Man-to-man does mean that you're going to rotate more players in and out. Not that the Aggies don't have the bench to do it, but
and maybe that's right. And maybe it's a way to stay out of foul trouble.
Sure. Yes. Vincent can't make it work. Shooting 1-and-1. Rolls out. It will be Wildcats ball.
Well, Emmanuel Chimanga, he's going to have to get that one. He's 3 inches bigger than Leo Berriol.
And I think Jason Hooten agrees. Brother Nate checks in for Emmanuel. The Canadian brothers in from Montreal, PQ, Province du Québec. Good kick out. Oh, nice pull-up move, but a walk with the ball. Montrez Williams making the head fake. Picked up the pivot foot.
And great defense by Jaden Harris, which is so typical of him, the South Plains transfer.
Now the Wildcats have gone over 3.5 minutes without scoring from the field. 95 seconds left in the half. Bostic tries to bounce one low, but it's off DeGrew's foot. That'll reset the shot clock, which helps. And the Aggies will throw it into the baseline. Bostic and Cook. Good work, Filipovic. Find out on top. Harris for three. Jaden Harris.
A nice series from Harris, who played great defense on the other end just before that shot.
Aggies with a 6-point lead, their largest of the game. Hubbard. Under Jack Madden. DeGrew. Now bringing it in from the left. Wild with the ball is Hubbard, and they're going to call a foul. I'm not sure he had possession. The foul is going to be on Deontay Bostic, his second. Great find by Filipovic.
Yeah, nice pass. And this is where he's very dangerous. He starts getting into the teeth of the defense and makes the smart pass. He's done it a couple times tonight.
Aggies now 3 of 8 from outside the arc. 2 of 9 for the Wildcats. With a 1-and-1 here, and the bonus is Hubbard.
You know, Duke, we talked about not fouling Abilene Christian, and part of the reason is they're a 70% shooting, as a team, they're shooting 70%.
From the line, Hubbard, 80% for him. Hubbard checks out. After a pair of made free throws. Bostic gets the pick from Chimanga. Nice spin move, almost lost a handle. Good hands by the Wildcats, forced it back out. But a reach on Filipovic.
Boy, the Aggies got a break there. Deontay Bostic, he normally doesn't over-dribble. He got a little bit stuck there looking for someone to pass to. And I would credit the Abilene Christian defense.
Double bonus for New Mexico State the rest of the 41 seconds of this half. Timeout by the Wildcats as Filipovic gets ready to go to the line.
Now it'll be interesting to see, Duke, if the Aggies stay in the zone with 40 seconds to go and try to keep, stay out of foul trouble again. And just again, I think it's a wrench in the Abilene Christian offense, but also just a way to stay out of foul trouble.
And they've done a pretty good job of it, but then a couple on Robert Carpenter, and things kind of switched around. And I think you're absolutely right, Jason Hooten. Better safe than sorry. Save it for the second half if needed.
And for the most part, it's the big guys that have struggled with foul trouble. And again, Aggies are deep enough. It doesn't matter if one of the twins fouls out. We've got another twin to come in, but it matters from the free throw line, shooting the bonus.
Bettiol had the last Wildcat field goal at 5:22. No field goals for Abilene Christian in the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So I guess the zone is working.
Well, that's right. And just in general, as you know, Jason Hooten's teams are known for their stingy defense, and if they can hold Abilene Christian to 25 points in the half, that'll be impressive.
Filipovic with a pair. Can't get the roll. As you can tell, after missing the first 2 games of the regular season, Jason Hooten, in talking about the Aggies games, the games I've filled in on the radio, he always mentions him by name, and I think he just understands he's such a cog to this Aggies offense.
Yes, I think that's right. And he'll get his free throws going. He's only at 55% for the year. He's going to have to improve on that, and I think he will as the year goes on.
Well, full court pressure here by New Mexico State. Both teams shooting 35%. Almost a mishandle. Dribbling out of trouble as Smith gets it down the court, losing a handle, and Williams dunks it with 2 hands. Nate Chimanga got a hand to it, couldn't control. I think it surprised him. And a timeout for Jason Hooten.
Well, it's great hustle by Nate, but you generally don't want to toss the ball under your own basket. Maybe if he'd have thrown it up higher.
Try to get it to Bettiol.
Yeah. He'd have been better just traveling with it, just sliding across the floor. It's easy for me to say.
Basically an alley-oop to Dontrez Williams.
Yeah.
30-27, Aggies lead by 3. Jason Hooten just wanting more control. That wasn't it. Dontrez Williams, a 6'5" freshman from Skeeston, Missouri. Sykeston, I should say.
Sykeston is one of the famous restaurant there. Do you know that restaurant? I can't think of the name of it, but they call it the home of throwed rolls.
Throwed?
Yeah, if when you're at the restaurant, they throw the homemade rolls to you across the restaurant. What is the name of that place?
You've made so many recruiting trips. You know all of the little holes in the wall.
Everyone who's recruited the Midwest would know that place. I can't think of the name of it. I've got Joe Allen's Pit Barbecue in Abilene, though. That was the important.
Yeah, that's a good one to remember. You're on Interstate 20.
And
Joe Allen.
Abilene in a zone here to throw the Aggies off.
So here's Bostic, Harris, 7-6. Here's Filipovic. Head fakes. That's a good toss to Harris for 3 off the back of the rim. Van Zandt trying to get one. Won't get it off in time. Williams gets it in, but it won't.
That's the Aggies don't usually give up 6 offensive rebounds and a half.
Chimanga setting the pick as we're back and underway. Zonnie Jackson inside to Nate Chimanga. Jaden Harris sees an opening, takes it to the hoop. Nice double pumping off the glass.
Really athletic move by Jaden Harris.
Rich Smith. Madden around the horn to Queon Williams. Former Oklahoma State Cowboy to Smith. Drives it himself. Nice find underneath Bettiol. Spin moves. Beautiful job.
Yeah, he's a little bit unorthodox there. It makes him hard to guard. He's the Wildcats' leading scorer for the season, not tonight. Well, tonight too, actually.
Indeed he is. Here's Harris up top. Bostic thinks the better of taking that shot. Nice find inside to Chimanga. Can't get it to go. And the rebound underneath. Fighting for room is Smith. And draws the contact.
A nice hang time by Jaden Harris there.
Jaden Harris, beautiful sky. to the rack and in. The foul is on Filipovic. That's his first of the night. Madden. Madden again flashes out, tries to roll one to Bettiol. Chimanga had that one sniffed out pretty well. Hunter Jack Madden. That's an Australian name if I've ever heard one.
I guess.
Crocodile Dundee. Up the left-hand side, and it's Madden for three. That's a player the Aggies don't want to get loose.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Zonnie Jackson, that's tying the game, 32 apiece. Jackson gets a pick from Chimanga. Up top to Filipovic. Out up top, Harris for three, and draws one as he puts it in. Wow. Jaden Harris shake and bake up top.
And he knew that time was running down on the clock there, and he knew he had to put one up.
Queon Williams with his third personal foul, too.
He's not usually shooting threes off the dribble, but he sure looked comfortable doing it there.
Jaden Harris at the line for one more. Makes it count, a 4-point play. Jaden Harris transferring from South Plains College, the Atlanta native. Wide open in transition, 2-on-1 the other way. Chimanga's going to draw, or commit the foul rather. Drawing the contact is Queon Williams. He'll be at the line for two.
And that was a bad set. The Aggies have two players dive on the floor. Great hustle, but now you've got two guys laying there with their bellies on the hardwood.
Second team foul on New Mexico State. Chimanga committing his first. Queon Williams, just over 64% from the line this season coming in. This to get the Wildcats within a pair. Nothing but calm from Brett Tanner on the sidelines.
Yeah, I think he's been there before.
Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Williams off the front of the rim. Jackson. Action Jackson. The kick out on the baseline. Filipovic stumbles a bit, gets his own rebound, but can't hang on to it.
Just a little off balance there, Filipovic.
Hubbard with the rebound. Here's Williams. Hubbard, Smith sees Williams wide open. The reverse layup goes. The back door wide open for the Abilene Christian Wildcats.
That kind of baseline cut really hurt the Aggies in Arizona. That sort of what they used to call the flex cut. And Jaden Harris got burned on that one.
The pick set for Jackson, rolls around, and contact made by Bettiol.
Number 3.
His first.
Leo Bettiol is first. Second team.
Abilene Christian. Beautiful backdoor cut. And Queon Williams taking that pass from Rich Smith. Aggies will have the throw in. Robert Carpenter checking back in. And here is Jackson. Bostic. The pick from Namoko. Lost a handle on the ball. Great work by Hunter Jack Madden. Rolls on the floor to pick it up. Hard turnover for the Aggies to commit right there.
Yeah.
Down low. That's busted up a little bit. But Hunter Jack Madden from three, it doesn't matter. Jaden Harris got a hand on it, but couldn't come up with the ball.
And Duke, it's only the best shooters that can do what Madden just did, where a little head fake out of their rhythm, maybe a little foot fake, and still make it. Was not in his rhythm, and he was still able to make it.
Here's Carpenter open for three, can't get it to go. Long rebound to the Wildcats, Vincent. Madden giving the Wildcats a 2-point lead. Bettiol driving in, high off the glass, draws the contact. Oh, that is not what New Mexico State needed. Namoko's going to be called here. We've got a timeout on the court. Some hot three-point shots for both sides. Jaden Harris. And here's Madden from the right wing. More from Las Cruces after this.
Got deep range. He's got tremendous balance. He can go straight up as we look at the big Italian, big Leonardo Bettiol.
Bettiol will be at the line for a pair. Hunter Jack Madden trying to fire up his teammates.
He's having too much fun. He shouldn't be having that kind of fun at the Pan Am. So.
Big smiles. Australians are some of the nicest and loosest people, I think, nation-wise on the planet.
You think it's a genetic thing?
No, I think it's a national thing. This is the front end. But you know, Brett Tanner's happy to have Hunter Jack Madden on his team. So Bettiol can improve the Wildcats' lead for his first attempt, nor on his second. Namoko, rebound stolen away. Namoko's going to come away with that. What a balancing act.
Well, nice recovery by Namoko there.
DeGrew almost just took the ball right out of his hands. Well, actually, he did. Good pull back here by Zadi Jackson. No opportunity. Good close out by Hubbard. Jackson again. Leaving Wildcats in his wake, gives off to Bostic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bostic. Open for 3, tries to draw the contact, in and out.
Boy, really great defensive series by Abilene Christian there. They're just down in their stance, aggressive the entire time.
Nasir DeGrew, the New Orleans native, back with it. Madden. Bettiol, the handoff, and they lost it. Tipped by Cook, they say. So it stays Wildcats ball. Solid recovery by Namoko. That is not easy to do when you're as tall as he is.
He saved himself there.
Vincent, DeGrew. 5 on the shot clock. DeGrew rolls it out to Hubbard. Hunter Jack Madden with a hand in his face and a foul off the ball.
That was obvious. Namoko shoved Bettiol there when the shot went up.
Well, Namoko committing his second. It was off the ball, so it'll be a Wildcat throw-in. They'll set the shot clock to 20.
Watch him there. You can see him sort of go fly out of the screen.
Bettiol at the feet of the Sundancers on the baseline. Good defense. Abilene Christian gets it in. Madden pulls up with Cook on him and sinks it anyway. Cook had his hands out to his side. They'll whistle him for the foul and a 4-point play opportunity for Hunter Jack Madden.
Duke, that's happened a couple times this year where the Aggies foul a 3-point shooter, and in that case, it's going to be a four-point play here, I think. Watch, pretty good hang time by Hunter Jack Madden. You just can't hit a guy, you just can't touch a guy who's in the air.
Well, Chris Cook had his hands on his hips. Seemed like he got him. I thought the foul might have been a little before that, but either way, Madden fills it up and an opportunity to give the Wildcats a 6-point lead, which he does. New Mexico scoring drought, New Mexico State scoring drought, 3 minutes, 11 seconds for the Aggies. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. They'll beat it. Filipovic lost to handle. Good defense applied by Vincent. And they'll come away with a steal. Rich Smith is on it. Smith driving. Waits for help, gives off to Bettiol, dives down low. No contact. Filipovic comes away with a rebound and draws the foul from Bettiol.
And nothing untoward there, just good hard basketball. But boy, Abilene Christian has really turned it up a notch defensively.
That'll be Bettiol's second foul. Aggies will throw it in, but now trailing by 6. Abilene Christian has obviously made some adjustments. Mainly at this point, I would imagine teams know their X's and O's, Russ. I mean, you've been in the locker room at halftime. There's no magical coaching adjustments. It has a lot to do with attitude and want to, correct?
I think that's right, but oftentimes there is an element of flexibility in the locker room where you've got to make adjustments. It's very rare you can just stick with the entire game plan in the second half.
3.5 minutes. The Aggies have committed 3 turnovers. Here's Carpenter, and no buckets to show for it. Filipovic trying to clear out some room for himself. Zoddy Jackson. That's going to be a hand check. A little push on Rich Smith by Rich Smith, which will be his 3rd foul.
But he's plenty quick. He's a serious defender. We haven't talked about Joe Van Zandt, who played for Liberty last year and was a real thorn in the side for the Aggies. And now here he shows up for Abilene Christian. I didn't think we'd have to see him again this year. He's the Midland native.
Smith getting a handshake from his head coach as he heads off for a rest. His 3rd personal foul. Here's Jackson trying to lob it inside, and that's going to be a push on Van Zandt. Van Zandt, that is his 1st personal, but very quickly up to 5 team fouls for the Wildcats. Filipovic. Carpenter. No opportunity for a clear shot. Up top to Bostic, 10 on the shot clock. Bostic keeps the dribble. Almost lost it. Rivetta got a hand to it. The kick out, that was the wrong move. Hornecker, there in the steal. Down quickly, Williams tries the dunk and Carpenter fouls it.
Boy, this Abilene Christian bunch, Duke, they are as good as on the ball defenders as I've seen in a long time.
Carpenter skying in to prevent the dunk shot.
He was pretty close to a clean block.
Queon Williams will be at the line for 2.
And he's only 65% from the free throw line, meaning there's several Wildcats who are better free throw shooters, but 65% is respectable.
Gets the 1st and the 2nd. And the lead is 8 for Abilene Christian here in the Pan American Center. Full court pressure. Filipovic finds the opening. Jaden Harris. Zoddy Jackson. Wildcats hunkering down with that man-to-man defense. Pick apply. Zoddy Jackson, penetration, draws the foul. Hornecker.
I think one of the things that's made it so difficult for the Aggies tonight is generally after 4 or 5 passes and run the offense and a screen here and a screen there, the Aggies are able to break down their man off the dribble, but not so with Abilene Christian, who just, it's not just that their defense is good, they sustain it for the entire shot clock.
Jackson's first effort, no good. Zoddy Jackson this season, nearly 80% from the line, but this is the front end of 2. Second effort will roll in. DeGrew. Abilene Christian's been getting to the line more. That's a great find. Hubbard gets the bounce.
Yeah, nice pass by Keon Williams.
Williams on the baseline saw Hubbard wide open in the lane. Abilene Christian a 9 of 13 from the line. Aggies 13 of 19. Both teams doing well free throw shooting, but Abilene Christian finding their way to it. Filipovic, Jackson drives the lane, double pump and off the glass and in.
And changing into the left hand.
Abilene Christian 18 points in the paint. Aggies with 12. Off the pick from Hornecker. Williams for 3, in and out.
He's got a nice looking 3. He doesn't shoot very many of them. Makes you wonder why. He's got a good looking shot.
Here's Zoddy Jackson trying to take him on the dribble. Nice in and out to Chris Cook in the corner. That's a big 3-pointer.
That's exactly what the Aggies needed. They're going to need Cook and Carpenter to come alive here.
Gets the Aggies within 4. DeGrew gets the pick from Hornecker. DeGrew slashing through to the corner for Rich Smith. Hubbard, 10 on the shot clock. Gives up the dribble to Rivera. Rolls in, nice fadeaway jumper look, and the rebound, big offensive board by Queon Williams.
Yeah, they've really hurt the Aggies on the offensive board tonight.
Zoddy Jackson. Zoddy rolling, evades the pressure. Wide open left wing side, Jaden Harris. That's the right pass, but Harris can't get the shot to fall.
Boy, and Williams up high again for that rebound.
Into the corner for 3, right side, it's good. Huge bucket for Yaniel Rivera. And Abilene Christian, that improves the Wildcats' lead to 9. And a timeout taken by Jason Hooten. Abilene Christian, 6 of 15 from the field. New Mexico State, 5 of 14 from 3. And the Aggies trying to find some answers, trailing by 9 on their home court. 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, 67%. Aggies, it's not bad. 4 of 9, 44%. 2 of 5, 40% from beyond the arc. But New Mexico State has given up a couple of key buckets to Abilene Christian, really starting to hit from distance now.
Yes, and Yaniel Rivera from Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Huge shot. He hadn't made a shot tonight, but that was a big one.
And it was 3. Gabe Pickens. First we've seen Gabe Pickens in a while. To the corner, Chris Cook. Good turnaround look. Can't get it to go. The rebound to Queon Williams. Williams brings it back out to Bettiol. Wildcats will run some offense. And some clock. Smith. And puts off of Pickens' foot. Out of bounds, they'll reset the shot clock, which is helpful for Abilene Christian. And another timeout. 10:15 on the clock. 51-42 it remains. Aggies looking for answers here at the Pan Am Center. I like it. Duke Keith along with Russ Bradford with you and Coach. It has been tough going for New Mexico State. Conference standings as we take a look at Conference USA. Liberty having a great start to the season along with Louisiana Tech. That's to be expected. Those were the 2 preseason favorites. Middle Tennessee off to a solid start, as is UTEP. Kennesaw State in its first season in Conference USA, 6-3 so far. Jack State and Western Kentucky, you know the Hilltoppers are going to get better as the season progresses. Sam Houston State, there's New Mexico State at 3-4 right now. 3 consecutive losses. Aggies trying to erase that, but a 9-point hole to climb out from. And a foul off the ball.
And
on the Aggies.
I think they've got Emmanuel Chimanga there.
Yep. Chimanga with his first. And it's the 7th team foul, which puts Abilene Christian in the bonus.
But see, this is what we were talking about, Duke, is there's not a shot going up. He's not following someone to save a basket.
Way off the ball.
Yeah, it's nowhere near the action.
Hubbard, Cantor in the bonus. But skying for the rebound, it's Queon Williams, and a foul on the bring down. The foul is on Robert Carpenter. No, Peter Filipovich, which is his second. 8th team foul, so Williams right back to the line for 1-1. Filipovich gets a breather.
At line number 5, Queon Williams to shoot the 1-1.
Williams Cantor in the bonus. Pickens, good rebound. Pick by Carpenter, rolls off that. Right wing side, big bucket.
And that's the quick release. We talked about the great balance that Robert Carpenter has. A nice pass from Gabe Pickens.
Big man from Detroit, smooth as you like. And really just what the Aggies needed. Wakes up the crowd a bit. Here's Smith. Can they stop Abilene Christian? Another foul off the ball. Emmanuel Chimanga with his second. 9th team foul. But he does have a smooth stroke, Robert Carpenter, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got nice lift. He's a quick jumper. He rarely shoots off balance.
Betiol earns the bonus here. Nate Chimanga replacing brother Emmanuel. Emmanuel Chimanga in from San Diego. Nate transferring in from Utah Valley State to play their senior season together. Betiol 2 for 2 from the line. The lead is back to 8. It was at 9, which was Abilene Christian's largest lead of the game. Full court pressure. 4 Wildcats in that front court. Here comes Chris Cook. Gabe Pickens. Good work by the Aggies to get down. They'll roll it into Chimanga. Nice moves. He draws the contact.
And nice patience by Gabe Pickens running the offense, waiting for someone to get open.
Betiol's 3rd personal foul. Williams, Hornecker, Smith, and now Betiol, each with 3 for Abilene Christian. It was a shooting foul, and Chimanga misses the front end. Betiol gets a rest. There is something about big men and free throw shooting, isn't there?
Well, not with the Italian.
No.
But
generally speaking.
But yeah, Nate Chimanga's really struggled this year from the free throw line.
Yeah, less and less as you see more 6'10" and above players shoot 3-pointers. The game has certainly changed. Good dribble drive, but Chimanga, good fingers there to pry that one away from Queon Williams. To the right side, Chris Cook for 3. No. Carpenter, great job to clean the glass.
That was quick. That quick jump of Robert Carpenter really saved the Aggies there.
Aggies back within 6, but need a stop. Gets the fans to their feet. Here's Smith. Hubbard. Madden fronts it with a hand in his face, sinks the 3. Just an absolute dead eye.
Yeah, he's got great lift on his jump shot.
The lead back to 9 for Abilene Christian. Aggies cannot shut the Wildcats down. Here's Pickens. Tripped up. And I believe it's going to be Madden. Rich Smith with his 4th foul. So Abilene Christian with some players in foul trouble, but leading by 9 with under 8 to play here in Las Cruces. Hunter Jack Madden giving the Abilene Christian. Welcome back to the Pan American Center. Abilene Christian on top of the New Mexico State Aggies, 56-47. Duke. Keith Russ Bradford with you. 4 Abilene Christian Wildcats in foul trouble, including Smith, who just committed his 4th. Aggies have 3 with 3 fouls. That's Carpenter, Namoko, and Chimanga. But the fouls are starting to mount up. Not that it's made much of a difference so far for Abilene Christian, Russ.
No, and that's right. And Abilene Christian is a 70% shooting 70% from the free throw line on the year. Aggies just 63%. We'll see if Gabe Pickens, the freshman, can come through.
It's 9 team fouls on Abilene Christian, so Pickens with the 1-and-1. And the Aggies need points any way they can find them. Good work by Pickens. Freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Dream City Christian. 2 for 2. Good work by the freshman.
Dream City shoes, aren't they?
There we go. Good full court pressure. Abilene Christian gets down the court. Van Zandt. DeGrew. There you see the fouls committed by the Wildcats. Smith committing that fourth and put Pickens on the line for those 2 free throws. 19 fouls. Aggies in the double bonus the rest of the way with the next foul. But going to work. Hunter Jack Madden. Up top to Bettiol as the shot clock expires. Big bucket by the Italian. Timely shooting and accurate shooting for Abilene Christian.
Yep.
Carpenter. Zoddy Jackson. Wildcats back on top by 9. Pickens, nice find. Chimanga with 2 hands.
Gabe Pickens giving the Aggies some good minutes tonight.
Took a while, it seems, before he saw the court, but has done well. Great work to beat him in transition. It's going to be a charge. Van Zandt down the lane. Dishes out the contact. No, striked out. It's Bettiol off the ball. That's his 4th foul.
Well, I didn't see that.
Me neither. Thought it was Van Zandt on the charge, but no. Maybe trying to clear it out. Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah.
Gets hooked with Chimanga, who goes to the ground. And that is 4 fouls on Bettiol, along with Rich Smith. Pickens double teamed, good give off, and great hands by Madden to just pluck the ball away from Chimanga. DeGrew. Williams. Patient. Van Zandt. DeGrew. Great work to find it down low. Leon Williams. Contact made, no foul, but the bucket counts anyway.
And again, it's the offside cut from a screen cutting towards the ball. The Aggies kind of caught napping. They're not moving without the ball. They're not moving as the ball moves.
Here's Chimanga right down the lane to dunk it with 2 hands. Another great find by Pickens. Chimanga wide open down the middle.
The Aggies are still within striking distance, 7-point game.
Abilene Christian, though, picking a great time to get hot. 5 of 5 from their last 5 shots from the field. DeGrew, 7 on the shot clock. Leon Williams, double team, looking for somebody open. And it's a shot clock violation. Great defense by New Mexico State.
Yeah, Zoddy Jackson outsized by about 5 inches, just doing all he can.
Here's Chimanga. Sees nothing but space in front of him and makes Abilene Christian pay.
And this is Gabe Pickens' best game of the year, in my view.
Aggies will call the timeout.
New Mexico State.
It's a 30-second TO, so we will keep it here. New Mexico State, 3 of their last 3. Both teams' offense really picking things up. Nate Chimanga coming at you.
And yeah, the Aggies are going to have to get some stops defensively. I wonder if Jason Hooten would go back to the zone here. We haven't seen much of it, but they've got to do something to break up this Abilene Christian momentum.
Well, you talk about Hunter Jack Madden.
Yeah,
who has done very well from shooting tonight.
Yeah, beautiful jump shot. Gets nice lift on it. He's got great balance. He's 5 for 8 so far with 5 minutes to go in the game.
5 for 8 from 3. 5 of 9 overall, 16 points. It's game high honors along with Queon Williams, who's having himself quite a night. So Williams and Madden each with 16. Bettiol has 12. Pretty solid work by the big man. As you point out, is the leading scorer. Aggies have done a decent job on him, but he's had his opportunities and made his free throws tonight too. Pickens, that is touched. DeGrew got a hand to it. Abilene Christian, empty possession for the Aggies. 5 minutes left, Aggies trailing by 7, needing a stop. That's going to be a reach on Pickens.
He just got a little frustrated there. He knew that it was somewhat of an unforced turnover. But again, this is Gabe Pickens' best game of the year. He's strong, he's quick, he's smart.
And DeGrew. Double bonus for Abilene Christian. He'll shoot a pair. Aggies will bring in Deontay Bostic to replace Pickens. Good minutes for number 1. No good on the second effort. Off Chimanga, fight for the ball. It's out off of DeGrew. Aggies needing to make this possession count. Is there anything in particular, Russ, that you see that has worked offensively for New Mexico State?
Well, just when Robert Carpenter.
Good answer.
It would be great if Christian Cook could get hot here, but I think they're so focused on stopping him. There's Carpenter again.
There you go.
But the thing that impresses me about Carpenter is he can jump, but he jumps so quickly, and his anticipation, he's smart around the basket. His anticipation is very good.
Carpenter, 12, 13 points now. Aggies within 6, so it's a 2-possession game, but here goes Madden. That's rejected by Carpenter, but he'll be whistled for the foul.
Yeah.
That's tough. That'll be his 4th as well.
Well, it wasn't much of a foul.
I agree with you. Not a lot of contact, but that will put Madden at the line for 2. Let's take a look.
Oh, maybe
a little more on the instant replay there.
Yeah, that's right. I should be quiet because the refs have been terrific tonight. They've been very good.
Very even.
Look how calm Brett Tanner is over. He's calmer than I am.
Which is incredible. He's had a seat most of the second half. Making an 8-point lead for the Wildcats. Our officials tonight, the crew chief Courtney Green, Chuck Jones, and Ryan McCarty, shouting them out for the work tonight. Here is Carpenter. Little stutter step, that's rejected. Getting a piece of that is Mashai Hill. And a technical on Jason Hooten. That's rare.
Well, I think his point is that it's not the same at both ends, but we'll have to take another look at that. It looked pretty similar to what had happened to Hunter Jack Madden. Yeah, Hunter Jack Madden. It seems pretty similar. We'll have to take another look at that.
So the technical free throws, as you would expect, will be taken by Hunter Jack Madden. You don't see Jason Hooten get in the face of the officials. I see him get in the face of his own players a lot more than the men in pinstripes.
No, he usually leaves the officials alone.
That might be sportscaster's jinx for yours truly as soon as I shout out the officials.
Yeah, it did seem as though he got him with the body on the way up. It wasn't the block shot that did it, it was the body on the way up.
And that drew the ire of Jason Hooten. We see on the replay, and now a demonstrative Brett Tanner. Sometimes coaches have to remind the officials that they're there too. Here's Madden. They'll beat the pressure. 10-point lead for the Wildcats, largest of the night. Williams. Van Zandt around the horn to Madden. Up top, flashing out, Rivera. Madden with 3, 2 on the shot clock. Fadeaway jumper with a hand in his face. It doesn't matter.
Well, he's smiling again. Makes me nervous when Hunter Jack Madden starts smiling.
22 points for the Aussie. Zadi Jackson off the pick. Good work by Jackson off the glass and in. Zadi rhymes with Lottie. Showing the moves down low. Got a timeout of the court. Jackson at the line to try and complete the three-point play. Zadi Jackson will try to make this a single-digit lead for Abilene Christian. Christian leading the New Mexico State Aggies by 10. They're ready to come back. Abilene Christian is yet to break huddle. Zadi Jackson waiting at the free throw line. How about this stat? Filipovic, 10 points. Last scored with a free throw with 42 seconds left in the first half. Peter Filipovic unheard from in this second half, and that's made an impact offensively for New Mexico State. Keith along with Russ Bradford. With you, Zadi Jackson, trying to get this Wildcat lead into single digits and complete a three-point play. Abilene Christian, 2 players with 4 fouls, Bettiol and Smith. 2 with 3, Williams and Hornecker. Jackson cuts the lead to 9. But Abilene Christian has done very well. 50% shooting from the field through the game. Van Zandt hands off to Hunter Jack. Bettiol. 3 minutes left. They'll roll it down to Bettiol, off the glass and in, the Italian.
Was that left-handed, Duke?
Left-handed hook, off glass and in. High-low working a treat.
He's showing his left hand to somebody on the bench. That they must have been working on that this week or something.
Hey, coach, look what I did. Carpenter for 3. Aggies needed that. They won't get it. The rebound off of Quyon Williams. And it'll come to Smith. Certainly the Wildcats will run some clock. Madden. Williams. Here's Smith. Off the pick. Smith draws the contact. He'll go to the line for a pair.
Well, he hadn't scored much tonight, but he's plenty quick and he can really guard.
Zadi Jackson. That'll be his 3rd. Both teams in the double bonus, so 2 free throws coming for Rich Smith out of St. Thomas Aquinas College.
And another example, Division II guy. He was about 9 or 10 points a game in Division II, and that's pretty darn good. Division II basketball is a lot better than people think.
Probably 1 or 2 guys on just about everybody's roster. And obviously, free transfers allow for some big-time roster changes. Here's Carpenter. Nice find down low. Chimanga turns around. The hook in the lane will rattle in. Nice spin move by the big man to get loose. But under 2, and it's a 10-point lead for Abilene Christian. Smith. Another foul off the ball. And that is on Nick Chimanga. His 2nd foul, and the big man, Bettiol, at the line for a pair. 96 seconds left in this one. And Abilene Christian, especially in this second half, has made his impact. Jason Hooten, I think, just picked up his 2nd technical foul. That's a first in his 2 seasons at New Mexico State. Whistle for a second tech, and that will mean an early exit for Coach Hooten. And so they will shoot the technicals. Shakes the hands of Brett Tanner and on his way up the ramp.
Well, I'm sure they're friends from Texas days going way back from Abilene and Tarleton State and Sam Houston. They're all overlapped.
And Brett Tanner, 8 years as an assistant to Joe Golding before being given the reins of this Abilene Christian program when Golding moved to UTEP. So 2 for 2 from the line. Hunter Jack Madden, a season-high 24 points tonight.
Do you think Joe Golding is here tonight, or he's not allowed? He's not allowed to scout in person. I don't know the rules on scouting anymore.
Me neither. That would be interesting. Hunter Jack Madden, 24 points. Good day turns to good night. And Bettiol keeps the points pouring in. So 2 free throws becomes 4, and it is academic now with 96 seconds left. Math so easy I could do it. Here's Zoddy Jackson. Good penetration, draws the foul. Abilene Christian wants a walk, but contact clearly made.
Well, he got that stinging, he got hit right in the nose, which makes his eyes water.
That's Smith's 5th foul. So Smith fouls out of the game. But even with all of the foul trouble, it has not mattered for Abilene Christian tonight. So 2 for Zoddy Jackson, who can't cut into that Abilene Christian lead. A 14-point lead for the Wildcats is Abilene Christian. Close to picking up their 6th win. This will be the Aggies' 4th consecutive loss after a decent start to the season. What started at Dayton, 5th consecutive loss, you're right. Wes Bradford giving me the correction here. Dayton, UNLV, the 2 in Arizona, and here versus Abilene Christian.
Well, I don't want to make it worse than it is, Duke. I'm just trying. Just
keeping me straight.
Well, I'm a journalist.
I'm not great with math.
I'm a journalist tonight. I have to keep it. I'm not a fiction writer tonight, but yeah, this is a very good Abilene Christian team, and it's no disgrace to lose to Abilene Christian even at home. Just that, you know, they had UNLV beat. They had Bowling Green beat. They didn't play well against Pepperdine, and it's got to be frustrating for Jason. It's got to be frustrating for Jason Hooten as we watch his assistants try to hold things together here at the end of the game.
Well, Jason Hooten, after the loss to Pepperdine, as we pointed out, had a long talk with his team, and it is that dangerous time of the year. Which way are you going to turn? Well, the Aggies going to need to put things together before they head up to Albuquerque this Saturday to take on a tough Lobos squad. To your point, though, Abilene Christian, second half, 13 of 18 from the field, 72%, just blistering.
Wow.
And a lot of that from outside. Here's Bettiol. It is the modern version of 4 corners, and the Aggies will foul. Christian Cook, his 3rd.
Well, that might have been a strategic move to wait till Keon Williams got the. He's maybe the worst of the free throw shooters on the floor, but he's still a pretty good free throw shooter.
6'5" junior from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Aggies being led by Payne Andrus after Jason Hooten picked up his 2nd at Tech. Williams' 2nd free throw goes through. The lead is 14 for Abilene Christian. Johnny Jackson up top to Bostic. Bostic ranges back for a big three. No. Chimanga can't get the tip in, but will on the second effort. And one from the line to come. Hunter Jack Madden picks up his, by my count, second foul. And Emmanuel Chimanga to try and complete the three-point play, or Nate, pardon me. That's missed. Chimanga comes down with a rebound. Good work by the big Canadian. Bostic handles, draws the contact. Bostic out of Clearwater, Florida, transferred in from Cal State Northridge. He's trying to score his first points of the night here from the free throw line. Daniel Rivera checks in. He had a big three.
That might have been the big shot of the game for Abilene. That from the Bayamon native.
Bayamon, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but that will, we talked plenty about Hunter Jack Madden, but Rivera's three-pointer right in front of us from the corner.
It was his only bucket of the game.
Yes, but it was a huge shot for him.
Really got the ball rolling for the Wildcats, and they have made hay. Down to a 10-point lead. Chris Cook, solid defense, good effort. Throw incoming. And it looks like we have a timeout in the court, taken by Abilene Christian. Just to try and keep their heads, 45.8 seconds left. Aggies have trimmed the lead to 10. Still a 4-possession game, but things can happen in the age of the three-point shot.
That's right, and with Carpenter with his quick release and Christian Cook gets out, it's just a caution. I don't know if you were there, Duke, when the Aggies went down at UTEP, down 9 with 60 seconds to go, down 11 with 70 with the Lou Henson coach team against Jason Rabidou's team. And Aggies came back and won that one. So, good hustle by Christian Cook here.
Well, they rule it Aggie ball, and I think we were told the officials might be coming over here if they needed to look at the video monitor, but shout out to Jeff Grammer with the Albuquerque Journal. Everybody,
why is he
take
here
your
tonight?
drinks. No,
is he here tonight?
That's just his thing. Whenever the officials go to the scorer's table to look at a replay.
Oh.
But it is Aggie's ball. So good defense applied by Cook, and it'll be an Aggie throw. So not a timeout called by either one of the teams. It was an official review. Here's Cook to Jackson. Aggies need to put it up quickly. Here's Jackson, ranges back for a big three and hits it. That'll trim the lead. Down to 7. And it's not done yet. 37.5 seconds left.
It might get.
Nice pullback by Zadi Jackson. That's not his game necessarily, is it?
No, it's not shooting threes off the dribble. He just does what he usually just does what he has to do to win. But I think that the Aggies will go for the steal here, Duke. But they won't foul until the ball passes half court. I imagine they'll go for the steal and see if they can get a steal. If they can't get the steal, they'll wait till the ball crosses half court, then foul to stop the clock.
Aggies on a 7-0 run over the last 20 seconds.
And my advice would be don't foul Hunter Jack Madden, who's now, based on his free throw shooting tonight, he's got to be at 90%.
Let's see. Madden, better than that, 100%, 7 of 7.
No, but I mean overall for the season.
Yes.
He was 88% coming into the game, and now he's 7 for 7. He's getting up there among the national leaders. Do you think they're watching in Australia tonight?
I'm sure they are. Shout out to the land down under. Have you ever tried Vegemite?
I have. I've been to Australia for basketball clinics 4 times, but I never saw anybody who could shoot like Hunter Jack Madden.
No. That would have made your experience a little different. There are some famous players from down under, notably Luke Longley, the former New Mexico Lobo, Chicago Bull.
Yeah, I imagine I imagine he's a Patty Mills fan. Remember Patty Mills, who's still
Patty
in the
Mills.
NBA, I think, at maybe 35 years old.
Yes. So Aggies set their defense. Payne Andrus setting things up. Well, with Terriante Thomas, Preston Laird, Rusty Elmore, Shun Buchanan. Never say die. Zoddy Jackson got hands to it. Couldn't control. Good work by DeGrew, and that's going to be a foul. And it's Nate Chimanga who.
That might have been strategic because Keon Williams, again, he's not a bad free throw shooter. He's just not one of their better free throw shooters.
Kind of limping as he came up the court and holding his lower back.
He's
They're going to take him out after these free throws. Joseph Van Zandt about ready to check in. Williams, though, improving the Wildcats' lead to 8.
He does seem to be favoring his lower back as we see Joe Van Zandt comes back in.
Maybe just an awkward landing as he and Chimanga got tangled. Can't make the second. Aggies getting it down in a hurry. Here's Bostic. Bostic slashing to the bucket, puts it in. Lead is 6. It's a 2-possession game. 25.1 seconds left. We'll never say die Aggies. Trying to make it work here very, very late. Awkward throw in. Here's Hunter Jack Madden, gets it out in the full court. Aggies get back and foul Williams. They don't have an opportunity to get him out of the game.
No, maybe he's not hurt that much.
He was not hurt that much because.
But they need his ball handling. He's a real guard at about 6'5". It looks like he's having trouble. He's having trouble touching his toes there. He didn't seem to have much trouble making the free throws.
Rattles the first one in. Well, they definitely have the guy they're going after in Queon Williams. 2 for 2. Leads back to 8. Here's Bostic again. 17 left. Bostic around the pick. Fades back for 3 from the left side off the front of the rim. Bounces straight to Williams. Gets out of that double team. Straight around Bostic, and that's going to do it. Abilene Christian improves to 6-3. A 78-70 win. Aggies working hard late, but it's 5 straight losses for New Mexico State, which falls to 3-5.